The expressions for trigonometric functions can be used to calculate the size of the length and angles of a triangle. Consider this right angle triangle. Two sides are given. We are to find the angle labeled theta. Once again, you have to follow the 3 steps. But first, you must start with identifying the parameters in order to determine the appropriate trigonometric ratio to use for the solution. The parameters are going to be we'll have opposite is 5 centimeter. It is the side facing the angle theta. Then we might also have adjacent. Is 12 centimeter. This is the side next to the angle theta. Okay, the formula to use will be tan theta is going to be opposite over adjacent. Why? Because the parameters we have on ground are opposite and adjacent. So the formula for calculating the tangent of the angle theta should be used. Now substitute and solve. Substitute the values into the formula. So we're going to have tan theta will be equals to 5 over 12, which is the same thing as 0.41667. This is not the final answer. 0.416667 is tan theta and not theta. To get theta, take the tan inverse of this value. In other words, we can say that theta is the tan inverse of 0.41667. That's it. The simplest and fastest way to get the inverse tan of this figure is to use a scientific calculator. Depending on the calculator, you press the second function first before pressing tan. So in order of operation, this is what you should do. 1. Press second function. 2. Press tan. 3. Key in the numbers. 4. Press the equality sign. It depends on the calculator anyway, but these are the basic steps. Your final answer should be theta is equals to 22.6 degree to 1 decimal place, or 23 degree if you want to approximate to the nearest integer. This looks a bit different because the angle theta has been given as 23 degree. You are not going to calculate the angle theta this time around, rather the hypotenuse x. So once again, let's start with the parameters. The given parameters are opposite, which is opposite is 5 centimeter, and then the angle theta itself is 23 degrees. So the hypotenuse x, the hypotenuse is unknown. It should remain as x. The formula now. The opposite and the hypotenuse are inclusive. So the sine formula should be used. Sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Finally, substitute and solve. Sine of 23 degrees is equals to 5 over x. X is what we desire to get. That means x should be made the subject of the formula. Cross multiply. X sine 23 is equals to 5. Now divide both sides by sine 23. So if this cancels this, you are left with x is equals to 5 over sine 23. But you cannot divide 5 by sine 23. You have to convert sine 23 into its numerical value. So once again, point your calculator or use a 4-figure table. Sine 23 will be equals to 0.39073 thereabout. So this now becomes x equals to 5 over 0.39073 and so on and so forth. Approximately, you end up with 12.8 centimeter. So